What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to Satisfactory. So last time we built the Space Needle, and then we've got the objective up in the top right there, but right before I was recording here, I redid all this. So I have the miner we had coming out behind, going into a smelter, becoming ingots, and then it gets combined with, I moved everything around, so that one comes out, becomes ingots. They both get combined, go into storage just so that it doesn't get backed up, and then come out to the splitter, have these becoming plates, and then these ones get split here. So these become rods, they get split. Half of the rods go into there, the other half of the rods come into here and become screws. So we should have enough already to complete the next objective. Yeah, we have... yeah, so we've got 500 screws here, 200 rods, what do we need, 300 plates, and then I'm just gonna grab the exact amount, and then we'll go grab, or make a wire, cable. Oh, we have enough cable. So we've got everything we need, so we're just gonna pound that one out right at the beginning of the episode.
Milestone reached. More complex assembly of parts can now be automated. Project assembly parts can now be constructed and sent up via the space elevator. Note: project parts are too complex to produce by hand.
So yeah, with that we ended up getting these smart platings, which sounds like we need to make them in a machine. So it looks like we can make the rotors in here. We can't make in the modular frames and copper sheets, but those these things we cannot make in here. So we got to figure that out. I'm assuming they have to be made in an assembler. So I'm going to build an assembler and then probably dismantle it and put it somewhere that makes sense in a second. But we're going to craft all that stuff first. So we need 4 rotors, which take a bunch of screws and rods. And then a bunch of these screws and plates. So I should just grab all of these things out of here because I seem to go, oh, I only want to take what I need, and then I have to run back and grab more crap later. I want to rearrange all that again at some point in time, but we'll see what I need to make. I'm actually going to put the assembler like here, just because I can send the stuff out down into there, but I really just want to see, yeah. So it takes, so I need to make those? Gosh. Okay, so it's like got to stack a bunch of assemblers kind of back to back. I'm going to move the MAM. Since I have this stuff back here, we'll put the MAM back here as well. Okay, pick up this, we're gonna pick up the assembler, and then I'm gonna move the biomass burner kind of over there. See if I can build a new one first, though. So we're gonna put that biomass burner there, and then run the power from here to there, and then get rid of this one. I should have put the biofuel there first. Okay, so we'll, I'm gonna have to run multiple assemblers here. This first one, though, I'm gonna go with the reinforced iron plates, which need the iron plates and screws. So from there to there, and I think this is screws. Yeah. And then from there to there. And then I'm not gonna do a storage on here, I'm just gonna let it build up that, so that it doesn't burn through everything. So we'll throw down another second assembler here, a little farther forward. And on this one, we'll do rotors for now, which I think, yep, I'm gonna have to get rid of this and then do splitter close as possible. I'll do this to there, this one to there. Okay, so we got the screws going there and then iron rods. Okay, so this is a cluster, but we're gonna leave it here for now. Let all this, oh, I probably need power, sure enough. Hopefully it doesn't spread the power too thin. Okay, so I was worried about that. It's like this thing's producing a ton of power, but so we are worn too thin with that. I'll just do another biofuel. Okay, so I just built another biofuel thing for those two assemblers and then ran this one off to here, and I'm gonna just fill up. So we got a lot of fuel, a lot of wood, lots of grass being burnt up, and then for our biofuel, yeah, we got a huge stack. So I'm gonna just top off all of the power generating stuff. Okay, so every generator has 200 biofuel, so that should be good. 4 a minute there. 5 a minute of these, and we got 7 of them. Okay, so now I need another assembler. I don't know what this awesome thing is. Awesome shop, awesome sink. I know it looks like I can paint some stuff, but I don't know what these fix-it coupons are either. But I have that in the jump pad, so I'm going to so we're going to select the jump pad as our next milestone, just to make hopefully jumping around base a little easier. And then I've still got to complete 50 of those, 50 of these, which takes, okay, so it's going to take both of those, so I will need one more assembler to even create those. And let's just grab this stuff. Okay, so I've got this assembler. We're gonna put the smart plating, and then we're gonna run from here to I can't do it because it's too close. So let's get rid of that. Put the assembler a little farther away. Now we can do that. Okay, so there, and then to there. And then this will be smart plating. And then we'll run this all the way down there. And now that we have this thing producing like this, what I think I need to do is possibly, well, produce more stuff, but I don't need to send any more of these ingots up here. I think what I need to do is send more of the rods. So if I can find, if I can remember how to scan, it's V. Find more iron that's like over here somewhere. That one. And then build these rods and send them over here. Okay, so we're gonna build this out here. And then we need to smelt everything. It's like that doesn't need to be that long. And then, what do we do after we smelt it? We construct it into the pipes. I don't have enough of those wires. I'm gonna put the biomass burner down while we're here. Then we go this to that, this to that, this to that. Till this ironing gets, and then I'm gonna put a storage box just in case these produce quicker than the ironing gets. Just in case the ironing gets produced quicker than the rods, and then we'll just set it there. Send that there. Connect the power here. Iron rods. Because I'm letting it get clustered around here too much, I had to do this weird wonky turn, come into here, then do this turn into a splitter, and then run the splitter out to these two. I need to put fuel in that stuff back there, wherever it is back there. It's like, seems like screws are, I'm having a screw shortage. Yeah. Okay, so this should be just making endless screws. There we go, so we got enough rotors. It's the reinforced iron plates that are taking too long to make. The reinforced iron plates. Or it's that I didn't put power to this. That would make a lot more sense to put, Okay, so we've got these plates being built, and that's what they look like, smart plating. And it makes 2 a minute, so this is gonna take a while to get my 50. So while waiting for all that to produce up here, the super plates, whatever they are, I was just running around and there's another iron mine here. So I'm just gonna build off of that and then do plates off of that one and run those over. Okay, so we got that set up. Moving these plates all the way over to here, and then they merge with the other plates and then go into that storage. But this storage is stacking up plates because they are not being used as fast because screws are running through screws quickly. But the screw production's backed up, so we're making them as quick as we can. So I was in the MAM and I just realized the cost of this is 5 of those alien protein things. Yeah, alien proteins. So I'm gonna hopefully have enough to make those. Okay, so I got enough to make 5 of those, so now we're gonna do this research. Nope, not that one. This one. Cool, so we got alien DNA capsules. Don't know what that does. So for the jump pads, I've gotten these. I just need these motors. Rotors. But screw production seems to be a big issue. I don't know what that red thing... I kind of want to get up there. Whatever that red thing is. I'm going to go find more iron. And create more screws. So I found this iron out here. There's 2 iron deposits. So I built this, creating all the way down to here to screws, and then spent entirely too much running a conveyor belt all the way back. But this works because I have those 2 iron deposits, and then down there, I believe that's copper. Yeah, so there's 2 copper deposits down there. And with this conveyor belt here, I can easily just connect it all. So that does come all the way up to our base around here into this merger, where it joins with the other one and then goes into this storage and then splits out here to go to each of those. So hopefully that'll give us enough now. I know with like the rods, I'm now making enough, and the plates I'm now making enough where it's like they get backed up. So hopefully that brings in enough screws to make it where they end up getting backed up. And then I eventually do want to reconfigure everything and have not the cluster that exists. I'm assuming that's what happens over time. It gets really clustery. I do like the look of the endless conveyor belt of screws though. It's kind of nice. But oh my gosh, do they move slow. Okay, so it looks like our 50th plate is just about to go into the space elevator. Let's see what happened. I think I have to push a button maybe. But before doing that, I am going to kill this, get rid of both of these conveyor belts, and let this just build up because I need 50. So over on this side, I was running around cutting down trees and stuff and saw this button. So, seal it. Does that do anything besides... Oh, it made an animation on that screen, I guess. So let's say seal it. And then load or send. Okay. Oops, I wish. Oh, there we go. Fun. So we have to send 500 of those for stage 2. Yeah, it looks like phase 2. Phase 2 of the space elevator is gonna take us a while. So we are going to focus on other things. Let's go see what we got for these tier 2, tier 3 things. I'm surprised it hasn't read something to us. Or said something. Maybe it takes time? Not here. But it said we get tier 3, tier 4. So let's go see what tier 3 and tier 4 are. Grab those out just to let it, so it builds up. Okay, so tier 3, that, I definitely want that next. Oh, vehicles, that'll be fun. And then steel. Oh. A better punchy thing, 3 hands. Oh, that would be nice too. So I need to figure out how to make those, the steel pipes. Duh. Probably steel. Okay, so I think the first thing we'll do though is finish the jump pad, which now I wish I wasn't doing and I would rather be on this. But we'll finish the jump pad, and we should be able to actually finish that pretty quickly after the jump pad. Conveyor 2 would be nice to send all of that stuff from far away faster. But essentially it's a waiting game for those 50 rotors now, which are being made here, and we're at 4. But the screws are endless now, so that's nice. As you can kind of see here, it's endless screws coming in. I'd like to go find where these mushrooms are. I haven't seen any. The bacon mushrooms. And then I need steel for that. I could go mine 20 quartz and get either of these while waiting. And then 200 screws. I do have, but I'm gonna let that other thing build up. So I don't know what that thing is. I'm gonna try to get to it though, and I shouldn't have jumped. So I guess we can possibly get it? Climbing up all this? Maybe not. Oh, what about here? Grab all this wood just while I'm up here. Oh. It's like a really bad, really hard, really frustrating jump puzzle. Okay, so go here. Go here. Go here. There we go. What is this? Sommer sloop. Work in progress. Okay, some red thing. So yeah, that conveyor belt is pretty packed right now. So I wonder if, like, I'll need the Mark II just before I even try to mine or send anything else. So I see one of the bacon things, but also those creepy spider looking ooh, mineral. Sulfur.
Data shows this as a mix of sulfide and sulfate minerals.
Okay, so I got one of them.
An indication of recent volcanic activity. A new research tree exploring volatile self-defense applications can now be accessed in the MAM.
I'm just gonna finish mining this clump of sulfur. So I got those stinger guys were easier than I expected. Then we got the bacon flour thing. Let's see if there's any other of those down here. Okay, so we'll do some research in the MAM first. Let's do this thing. Just so that that's out of the way. Now we can scan for it. And then we got the stinger. Stinger legs, so we can make that. Don't have that. Don't have their sulfur. So scannable sulfur. So now we can do black powder. What is that? Coal? We don't have coal. I don't think we've found coal anywhere. Experimental power generation. It's just to unlock those. Dynamite type stuff and another hand. So this one we can do. 100 of those will take a while, but this we could do. Just got to mine more sulfur. While waiting, I built a random lookout tower so I can see everything. These build pretty high, so this is kind of nice to utilize, especially if I feel like if you had it center of base or something. So you can kind of get an idea of how everything is laid out and should be laid out. Been running around for a while. I do have 39 of those rotors, but been running around for a while and just noticed those balloon things up there. So I'm curious on what those are. And then once I get jumpy stuff, I'm gonna see about getting up there. There might be something up on top of these rocks, kind of like there was that one on top of that rock. So we'll say the waiting game on this takes a lot longer than on like Hydroneer, for instance. This episode, I don't know how long it's going to be cut down to here now, but I try to keep these things around 20 minutes. But I have been recording for 1 hour and 57 minutes and have barely done anything. The space elevator, and then haven't even did the one milestone. So yeah, we're gonna pound out a few more milestones this episode and then call it. So we finally got our 50 rotors. So we're gonna launch that.
Milestone reached. Several buildings aimed at factory traversal can now be accessed in the build menu. Caution is recommended during use of these products.
I'm gonna keep the rotors being produced so that I can build the jump pad and see how it is. And then the jelly one, same thing. Needs rotors. But I prepped for these, so we already have the stuff for this. Oh, it returns in 3 minutes, so we're gonna cut to that. So now we're gonna do the awesome sync. See what that gives us. So we'll send that away.
Milestone reached. You have been given early access to the Anti-Waste Effort for Stress Testing of Materials on Exoplanets bonus program. Funneling parts into the Awesome Resource Sink, depending on their amount and complexity, will grant you coupons in the Awesome Store, which can be exchanged for bonus rewards. Examples of bonus content are parts, walls, factory attachments, and cosmetics. Fixit is working hard to develop additional options, which will be added to the Awesome Store in the future.
The awesome sink is huge. And then let's do the awesome store. I don't know where I interact with it. We'll just do that back here. Oh, I can't do that because I don't have enough screws. But I did put the awesome sink back here because it has this like intake, and I thought maybe I would run a storage container into it. So the awesome sink takes 30 power, so it takes an entire biomass burner. So I'm gonna hold off on that for a sec while we wait for the ship to land again. And the last one, we already have everything in our pockets for it, so we'll get this conveyor belt too. So it looks like our last setup is going to be for these the conveyor belts. Those are what we really want. It was expensive with 50 of those. I'm hoping that it's not a bunch of those to build them.
Milestone reached. Improved versions of conveyor belts and conveyor lifts are now accessible. To encourage additional verticality, conveyor poles now have a stackable variant.
And then we're just going to work on coal power because I would like a better energy power setup. So now it's going to be a waiting game to get another 50 of these rotors. We should be getting close. Nope. We got 91. So 91 of these. We need 50 rotors, and then we should be able to build coal power plants and whatnot. So if you guys liked it, leave a like. If you didn't, a dislike, and we will see you in the next one.